To make sure you never miss out on an episode, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. And now, let's get on to some random Star Wars.
Hello there.
The question of whether Dave Filoni should take over as head of Lucasfilm has been discussed by fans for quite a while now, possibly since at least since some people were unhappy with The Last Jedi. And there is something to be said for that, in the fact that as much as I have enjoyed the films that have come out since the Disney acquisition, there is something what we could call Lucasian missing from them. In fact, they are good films, but they don't quite have that George Lucas feel to it. Which, as much as some people hated the prequels at the time, and they still almost, they still came and saw them time and time again. They never lost money. In fact, they made staggering amounts of money. Because I think people gave them a bit of more of a free pass because it was made by George, and these films are not. So it's, for some people, it doesn't feel Star Wars, and the post sale product that has come out since that has felt the most Star Wars and most like it would be something made by George is actually Rebels. And so that has really ramped up the idea that Filoni should actually be in charge, because he's in the both scary and probably pleasing position of, as far as some fans are concerned, as the man that can do no wrong, as the only one that's left that can actually make real Star Wars. The reason for this is obvious. He spent so much time at the side of George making the Clone Wars. He learnt so much. George taught him. He actually outright said, "I'm teaching you how to make Star Wars." So he's the one that hits the mark. I think also Solo had that kind of George Lucas feel to it, but that was again, that was because it was partly because it was directed by Ron Howard, again a long-time friend of George Lucas, and he knows George Lucas's sensibilities, and he's apparently the guy that George Lucas wanted to direct the film all along anyway. But the reason why I don't feel like Filoni should take over Kathleen Kennedy's job, or at least all of it, is the fact that it's the desk job part of it. Is the fact that Filoni's a creative, and what he does best is creativity. Pushing beyond the too much of the desk job end of it, and you could lose some of that goodness that we've been enjoying. So maybe give him a more prominent position in the story group. I don't know exactly how that works or how high up the food chain he is on that. But certainly give him a lot of more sway on how the story goes, because he really does understand Star Wars very well. And maybe they may see more results in with fan feedback. However, as far as the numbered films goes, obviously what is done now. This episode 9 is being recorded. Whether there'll be any standalone films anymore, I do not know. The future may be in television, but that's an episode for another time. And where Star Wars has been excelling recently has been the television aspect. Well, with how much people enjoyed Rebels, how people are looking forward to The Mandalorian. We finally got that season 7 of Clone Wars. It's a shame it won't be a season 8, but we shall see what happens with Star Wars here. The future is potentially drab, or it's potentially exciting, and we shall see what direction they take with it. And as always, like, share and subscribe this video. It all helps a great deal if you were to just click that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this on your social media. It all really helps me out a lot.